Welcome back everybody. As you probably guessed from the title of the video, today we're just going to run through the items in Olight's February flash sale or Valentine's Day flash sale. If you guys are watching this video, the sale is live. There'll be a link in the video description if you guys want to pick any of these items up. Additionally, if this video makes you mad and you clicked on it despite the title and the thumbnail, there will be a link for mental health resources down below in the video description. Now let's get to the lights themselves. This one, I'm guessing, might be the most popular of February's offerings with this crowd. Obviously, it's hard on camera to kind of capture it, but it has like a deep blue slash purple finish to it. It definitely looks very good with the copper accents, but this, of course, is the Warrior Mini 2. So it has the side button activation, so you can work through different modes. It also has a tail cap activation as well, and it's a gas pedal type of tail cap. So if you lightly press it, it will give you low, and then you can press for high and all of the lumens and all of the candela. It's USB rechargeable with that tail cap as well, which all of these lights are going to be rechargeable, and has good grip texture on there as well, and two-way clip. And this piece here, which is sort of a clip-on device that you can use for carrying it or attaching it to your belt or whatever the case may be, is optional. You don't have to put it on there if you don't want to, and if you just want a more streamlined look, you can do it that way as well. But there is that. It also has a sensor there up front, so that way if an item gets really close, it will dim down, so that way you turn it on next to the wall, you don't blind yourself from the backslash. You guys should be able to see that dimming there effect that it does have. Additionally, we have a blue going on to black case for the Baton 3, and this is a charging case. So basically it has the USB input there, USB-C rather I should say, and this will give you, I believe, over 3 charges for the Baton itself, which is a 1200 lumen micro compact light. You guys are going to see here, if you haven't seen these before, these things have insane output, especially considering the size of this little thing here. And again, when you just drop it in there, it will recharge it automatically. It is a power bank in that regard, and very simple. Has that two-way clip as well. You can also just recharge it via the standard type of Olight chargers if you guys want to use those, and easily clipped on to any number of things. When you actually turn it on, the indicator there's a battery indicator, so right now it's green, indicating that it is fully charged. When it's all the way down on low, it'll be red, and then it will blink a little bit before it goes completely dead, letting you know that it's about to die and you need to put it back into the case. Additionally, we have this guy here that we've talked about several times. Again, this one's sort of a royal blue configuration, the Swivel. Basically, it is 2 different lights completely. That is USB-C rechargeable here on the side, and this portion will give you a lot of flood, and this one will give you a higher candela output. And basically you just work through the different modes here with this button on the side. Again, it's USB-C rechargeable, and this portion here is magnetic, and you can stick it onto a wall, onto your truck's hood if you need to work under the engine, whatever the case may be, and then swivel it out to whatever position that you actually need the light in. So in terms of like a work light, it's very, very usable in that regard. And then if you just need a little bit more throw, you can switch over to this one here, the front facing, I guess, depending on how you look at it, light module on there. And then we have the last flashlight of the sale, which is the I5R. This one here it's got a deep purple finish to it with the copper accents as well, but this uses a AA battery. This one here, of course, has that USB-C recharger, so it's rechargeable in that regard, which certainly is nice. Now the downside to these lights, I say it every time, but you know, Olight, you got to remember, is a worldwide company. In America is only one of their markets. They sell everywhere. And this light interface is low-high. And so if it was high-low, in my opinion, it'd be a great little carry light. It does have an aluminum housing on there, and these cutouts, the serrations that you see on there do provide a good grip to it. But unfortunately, low is your first mode on, and then you get to high as you work through the different modes. I wish it was high-low, but hey, it's not. It is what it is. But you still have that two-way clip, so you can carry it any number of different ways that you want to. And the last item that Olight has for this flash sale is a multi-charger here. So you can see, like I said earlier, all of these are tail cap chargeable. So this one has the USB-C interface there. You plug that in, and then you can charge 4 lights at the same time. You want to leave it on a flat surface, obviously. You can see that it is magnetic there. So with that, let's check out the beam pattern of these lights, and that'll be the last time you guys will see me during the daylight in this video. Right now the camera is set to manual, so it's as close to my human eye as I can possibly make it. Of course, as I've said a million times in light reviews, especially with the lower end of the spectrum like you guys are seeing here, it's actually a lot brighter with my human eye, but as the lights get brighter, it's closer to what the camera is designed for, i.e. daytime filming, so it's a little bit more accurate, but hey, we do what we can here. So we have the Warrior Mini 2 here on low. That bush right there is about 5 yards in front of me, and then if I bump it up, you guys will see a lot more here. Right there, those bushes are about 15 to 20 yards. That palm tree back there, about 25 yards-ish, and then they go a little bit further out, as you guys will see. So if we actually hit the turbo, i.e. the gas pedal pushed all the way in, there you guys can see what it looks like. So if I zoom in, you guys will get an idea of the candela this thing has to offer. A little bit more, if I can adjust the camera there. So that tree, you guys may be able to see it all the way back there in the middle, is 160 yards out. So you do get some illumination on it, but certainly nothing like the candela monsters that are out there. But again, this light is relatively compact, and again, on full mode, you guys can get an idea when I back out again of just sort of the beam pattern. At that distance there, about 15 yards, it's probably about 12 feet wide in terms of the hotspot, but still has a pretty darn good spill. I'd say you get about 150 degrees of illumination, not quite 180, but a good bit. Up next we have the output on low from the Baton 3, and again, this is that super small light that you guys saw earlier, and we'll just work through the different modes: low, medium, high. And again, for a light of this size, the output is quite impressive. If you look out there in the distance, you can see a good bit, but when we bump it, double click it, oops, sorry about that, double click it, there you go. Now we are in turbo. Of course, you can't accidentally go into strobe there, as you guys saw, but that is turbo mode there. And again, we're talking about a light that is super small. And again, at that distance there, again, probably about 12 yards wide for the hotspot. The difference is right now, this light is pointed completely to my right, 90 degrees. And you guys can see there, you're still getting some illumination on that bush that's right in front of you there. So you basically get 180 degrees of flood. So a good all-around situational awareness light, but with candela that I'm not sure there's anything out there on the market that's this size that rivals it, as you can see. The output that you're seeing right now is from the Swivel, that light that's kind of flat and mounts up to stuff via the magnetic, and this is on the low flood setting. And then if we click through it, there you go, that is the high flood setting. And you guys can see, once again, kind of put the light right there so you guys can see it. You're getting 180 degrees of light, just a wall of light being projected out. And then if we want to switch to the candela mode there, the front flashlight, if you will, that is that setting. Again, it's not going to set any records or anything like that. For something that's this size, USB rechargeable, you're definitely getting pretty good situational awareness. If you had to see what was out there at 40 yards, 50 yards, something like that, you'd be able to very easily identify it and just kind of work through the different modes there. That is the low setting with the higher candela function. And then once again, back to the high setting. The output that you're seeing now is from the I5R on low. Once again, it's that AA powered, in this case, rechargeable AA. But then if we double click it, that is the high. And again, for a light that is nice and thin and relatively lightweight as well, this would be a great little tactical light if it came on high. I'm ranting, I know, but hey, that's my opinion. But it doesn't come on like that. But again, if you're somebody who doesn't always need that function to come on first, you can definitely save a lot of battery life with the low mode if you don't need that output. But again, double click it and go into high, and that's that output. With that, guys, that is the end of the video. You guys have seen the beam comparisons. You guys have seen a lot of the specs that we rolled in. And again, if you're watching this video, this sale is live now. It's only for a couple days. So if you're interested in any of this stuff, check out the link in the video description and take advantage of the sale. With that, that's all I have for you. Thank you for watching. I truly appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing all of you in the next video.